Oh, really? So many Sydney-siders come to Queenstown. It's amazing how many are in town at the moment. So October is traditionally the quietest month. Well, I went on a live yesterday in town and I thought it was Christmas. At times it was so busy, incredible, and a lot from Australia. It's the end of the ski season here. There's still skiing going on despite it being October, which is the equivalent to Northern Hemisphere's April. In fact, we've got a flight coming in from Sydney in about 7 or 8 minutes. North Carolina, hello Angela. Oh, Archer, we had a fresh dump of snow 2 days ago, and this time yesterday, this was thick. But temperatures in the 20s today, or in the 70s in Fahrenheit, has melted it all. It was halfway to 2/3 down the mountains here, and now it's just gone. Coronet Peak is closed. I was up there yesterday on the live. Remarkables is still open, remarkably, but if you're saying it was very icy last week, yesterday morning apparently it was fantastic. But really, when you're getting into October, it's a bit of a push. Lincolnshire, hello Jody. Ellie, you like that view? Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Yeah, the sun's returning though, actually, just to my right. Just the clouds are broken at the other end of the lake, which I can't show you due to the hills, but we watch the sun set usually across the mountains, but it may return. Yeah, it's very LOTR. Those cribs, Dan, are massive houses. They might look like cribs, and these are 3 to 4 story. They're valued between $5 and $10 million. So I love the way you say cribs. It's such a southern name too. And the ones even in front of me, they're large, but the homes are so large generally, the sections are really small, I've noticed, but they're building them all across the water here, Kelvin Peninsula, and they're heading up. You see the building going on here, and they're going to head all the way up. So if you don't know Queenstown, basically on this side, the houses across, a lot of them didn't exist, and same down here, these didn't exist. It was all just land, and now it's just developed. This is the suburb of Queenstown, not the township. You love your home, Arabella? Queenstown? Lovely. No, I don't. Hello, I'm just here on a break. I think the mod is here. Nice to have you here. The Rangers got a dump last week but seemed to disappear within a day. Yeah, it's just too warm, Archer. Today was, as I was explaining earlier, so I was up here yesterday in the Remarkables. It was -7 Celsius or 18 Fahrenheit. Today it was 24 Celsius or 76 Fahrenheit. So a jump in Fahrenheit of nearly 60 degrees in 24 hours, or nearly 30 Celsius in 24 hours. Incredible. But that is spring. And these are the warm winds tonight. We're in the 20s still this evening, or in the 70s, thanks to the warm air coming out of Australia. Thanks, guys. Thanks for melting our snow. What were you thinking? Just kidding. So you're looking at the waters of Lake Wakatipu, and here's the sunshine coming back on the mountains on this side. Evening's quite long here, about 9:15 local time. Even in spring, early mid-spring. Had to wear one layer while skiing on the Remarkables last week. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? And when you are skiing, Archer, that's the thing. Even on a cold winter's day, that snow reflecting does help. It can be quite warm, but this time of year, you're right, it's next level. It really is. But the sun halfway up the mountain in front of me here. Share the warm air from Australia. Thanks, Bill Boy. We normally say there's a lot of hot air coming from Australia. Or is that Australians? Just playing with you. We love our Australian cousins. But yeah, that's what we've been told for the next 3 months for parts of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Hot air coming out of the Australian desert, crossing the Tasman Sea, and so our temperatures are inflated. And this summer we could crack 105, 110 Fahrenheit, which is above 40 Celsius. New Zealand's highest ever recorded temperature is Christchurch or Rangiora, just nudging 43, so that's about 108 Fahrenheit, and there's talk it could be exceeded this summer without the humidity. That's a dry heat, if that's one bonus. Yeah, that's Aussie, except for those who live here. You call yourself an Aussie, moderator Beck. You're not fully Aussie anymore, no. Your accent's there, but when you're commenting, when you're moderating on here, I don't pick For those who don't know, Beck is from South Australia in Adelaide, the largest city in South Australian state, and Adelaide is the sister city to Christchurch in New Zealand, where I'm from. And Beck's in Christchurch now too. Love that. Look at the evening light tonight. Hang on, I'll zoom you in a little bit. I love what you're seeing, EZ or EZ. A lot of lion faces in the mountains. It's funny you say that, because I've been talking about that before in other parts of New Zealand, going along seeing different figurines and mountainscapes or rocky scapes and cloudscapes. It's amazing what can be picked up, and you're picking it up tonight. Oh, thanks very much, Davina. Nice to have you join. Kieran, you like this one? Lovely. No, it's very quiet, that guy. But this is the suburbs. This isn't Queenstown. It's Queenstown and Frankton, but I'm not in the city centre. I'm by the lake. I might pop in there again tomorrow or Friday. Tomorrow's even warmer here. Hotter air coming from Australia. Thanks, guys. So the snow, in fact, I'm wondering if all that will just simply disappear. Temperatures may get to 78, 80. Or 25 degrees, there's talk of it, definitely low 20s, but 25, 26 Celsius. I'd be very surprised if this snow here would hang around. And only yesterday morning, this was a thick mantle of snow on the top, and that's just been decimated by the warmth. Can't wait for my trip next week. Oh, Grace, fantastic. Have been tuning in. Oh, good on you. Did you join me earlier? Did you see me earlier on? I was up in the mountains. Couple of hours, 3 hours ago. It was very windy, quite warm, but blowing a lot, but the views are amazing. Not sure what that means, whom. This is the South Island, Logan. Yeah, South Island here. We've got a plane coming in from Sydney, due in about 60 seconds if it's on time. Beck, do you mind checking the radar for me, please? Just having a look. I'm not sure. I think it'll come. Yeah, it's probably going to come this way over there instead of. I'm right by the flight path when they fly over the lake. But the clouds tonight are lovely. Have a look at this. Beautiful. Oh, you're back in Hawke's Bay, aren't you? Oh, gotcha. Although Hawke's Bay is lovely, not for its skiing. There's something about this place, and I don't mean just expensive, because it is. It's the beauty, not just Queenstown, Arrowtown, Glenorchy, Paradise, Alexandra, Clyde, Roxburgh, Cromwell, Wanaka, all of it. Running late, 15 minutes. Thanks, Beck, for the update. Yeah, there we go, Davina. Just said Wanaka. And Wanaka, I've done a couple of live streams, but it's a little hard on the live as everything's much further out in terms of the mountains and that. Getting everything in is quite hard compared to Queenstown because they're further away, but I love Wanaka.